Today we'll see how to find out the square root of 56 by division method, a 2-digit number. And you have to find out the square root till 3 places of decimal. Okay, so you write 56, give a decimal, and because you have to find up till 3 places of decimal, you'll give 3 pairs of zeros. Okay, 3 pairs of zeros we have given. Now this is one pair, this is another pair, this is another pair, and decimal, starting with the decimal, you pair here also, so you get 5 6 as your pair. Okay, now we start. Look at the first pair, 56. What is the square number closest to 56? It is 7 into 7, 49, right? So 7 into 7 give you 49. Subtract this, you get 7, and then you bring down 2 zeros, so you get 700, right? Now this is there's a 7 here, so you double this 7 to get 14 here, right? Now what we want to do, we would like to insert a digit here, right? So what digit should we insert? You see 700 here, 700. If you put a 0 here, it becomes 140, right? So you can divide this by 140 because we just want the quotient, and this mentally we are dividing by 140. Okay, so how much do we get if we cancel this? The quotient that we get here is I think 5 you're getting, right? You're getting 5. That means let's try with 5 here. If we insert 5 here, how much do we get?
No, but here it is written 144.
Fine, we are trying. Yes, I'm only showing you how to go about this. Okay, so 145, we have put the digit 5. Let's multiply with 5. So 145 into 5 will give you 725, which is greater than 700, right? That means we cannot put 5. That means we remove 5. Okay, so that means we have to try with some other digit. Then 725 is greater than 700. That means we have to try a digit that is lower than 5. So let's try with 4. Let's now insert a 4 here. So 144 into 4. So you have 576, right? That means 576 is acceptable. So we put 4 here. We keep a 4 here, and we give a decimal point here, and we give a 4 just on top here. We get 576. Okay. Now we subtract to get 124. Now again, if you see, there are 2 zeros here, right? This 0, we bring down these 2 zeros, right? And what else? You see on top, you have the number 7.4. If you remove the decimal, this number becomes 74. What is the double of 74? It is 128. So you put 128 here. And then now again, we have to insert a digit here. Okay, so how much do we insert? So you look at this number, 12,400. And mentally we insert a 0 here. We get 1280. 1280 is very close to
148, sir.
148. Okay. Okay, 148 we are getting. Okay. So 148. So we get 1480, and 1480 is very close to which number? 1500. So we divide by 1500 to get an approximate idea. So 124 divided by 15, it will be how much? The quotient only. It will be 8, right? 15 into 8 is 120, 8 point something, right? So we try with 8 here. We put 8 here. So this becomes 1488. So 1488 we multiply with 8. Okay, to get $11,904. We're getting 11,904 here, right? 1488 into 8. Okay. So what do we do here? Should we keep 8? Because if we insert 9, see 11,904 is very close to 12,400, isn't it? You can try with 9 also. 1449 into 9. 134041. This is what you are going to get. But this is greater than 12,400. So therefore we keep 8 here. So once we have put 8 here, we want to put 8 here also on top. And where will we write? We will write in between the two zeros. So we put an 8 here. If you put an 8 here, we get 11,904. Subtract. Okay, so if you subtract here, you will get 496. Now again we bring down two zeros. This time we bring down this pair. Okay. Now here you see on top number 748, right? Ignore the decimal. This becomes 748. And what is the double of 748? It is
1496.
1496. Okay. So now we want to insert a digit here. So what digit should we insert? First, mentally we put a 0 and check. So here number is 49,600.
So how 6 came?
How?
6 came, so 149, 1496. So how
Double,
the 6 came?
double of 748 is how much? Double of 748?
Okay.
1,496, right?
Yes, sir.
That's how it came. So now we want to insert a digit here. So mentally we put a 0, right? And here, what is the number that you see? Here, now 49,600. This is very close to what? This is very close to 50,000, right? Divided by. And 14,960 is very close to what? It is very close to 15,000. So we divide 50,000 by 15,000. And we just want to get the quotient. So if you here, you cancel with 5. So you get 3 point something, right? So that means most probably we have to put either a 2 or a 3 or a 4. Okay. So let's try with 3 first. The 3, so it becomes 14963 into 3. Multiply this. You get 44,489, 889. Okay, but then the difference between 49 and 44 is too much. So we try with another number also. We try with 4 also. Let's see what happens. So 14963, 964, in fact. They are now inserting a 4 here. $16, $24, $25, $36, $38, $16, $19. You get 59,856, which is greater than 49,600, right? So therefore, we keep the digit 3 here. So 3 is acceptable. 4 is not acceptable. So instead of putting a 4, you put a 3 only here. And putting a 3, you get 44,889. And now you subtract here to get 4,711. Okay, so now it is complete. We have got, we have since, and yes, one more thing. Since we have inserted a 3 here, insert a 3 here also. Okay, so that completes our division method. So we have got till 3 places of decimal here. So what do we write? Therefore, square root of 56 is equal to, we have 7.483, and obviously we give a plus or minus sign. Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. Sir,
Tell me.
You just said you like squared up the 748. So do we have to count the decimal also in between?
So repeat your question.
So I'm telling that you said that 748 we have to square it up again to get 148.
You see this here.
So
You
we
get-
should also count the decimal in
No, decimal you have to
748?
ignore. You have to ignore the decimal. You are getting 7.48 here, right? You ignore the decimal, okay, to get 748. And then you double this number. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So decimal that you get is on top, you will have to ignore the decimal on top. Let us move to the next question, and which is a 3-digit number this time. And here you have to find up till how many decimal places. That is what you have to keep an eye on. Again, 127, you have to find up till 3 places of decimal. Okay. So let's write 127 here. 127. And then put a decimal. And because you have to find till 3 places of decimals, take 3 pairs of zeros. Okay. So now start pairing. This is 0. This is 1 pair. This is 1 pair. Now from the decimal, you start pairing here. From the right hand side, you start pairing. This is 1 pair. And 1 is unpaired. So you put a 0 here. You get another pair here. Okay. Now we start. Look at the first pair. 0, 1. The square number is 1, which will give you 1. So 1 into 1 will give you 1. So here you are getting 0. Now you bring down this pair 27. Right? Now what you do? You double 1. This 1 here, you double. What do you get? You get 2. Right? So now what to do? We have to insert a digit here. Which digit to insert? 27. 21 into 1 will give you 21. 22 into 2 will give you 44. So therefore, you insert 1 here. Insert 1. 21 into 1 will give you 21. Subtract, you get a 6. Is this step clear to everyone?
Sir, or 2 how we got? We should actually write 1. Miss.
Where?
1 into 1, sir. We should write 1 only in place of 2.
This is, we are inserting a digit here. You're talking about the second step, right? This step you are talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am talking about this step.
If
1 into 1. We are
What
doubling
digit
1.
should we insert here? What digit should we insert here? If I insert, say 1, I'll get 21 into 1 equal to 21, right? Which is less than 27. If I insert a digit 2 here, what will I get? 22 into 2, right? Which will be?
Sir, no, sir.
What?
I'm not talking about that.
Then?
Sir, I'm talking about where did we get the first 2? The 10th place 2.
10th place?
2.
I could not understand your question. Say again, what do you want? What do you mean?
Sir, from where did we got the 10th place 2? The 2 below.
Oh, you double this?
The 2
This
below
one?
the 1.
This 1 that you see? What is the double of 1? What is the double of 1?
Sir, 1 into 1 is equal to 1.
No, I am saying double. What is double
Sir,
of
2.
1? That's how we get. We only double. Okay. We always double. Understand? Remember the word double. Double means
Yes,
multiplication by 2. Okay. So that is why now we put a digit 1 here. 21 into 1 will give you 21. Will give you 6. Next, we put a decimal here on top. And we bring down 2 zeros. This pair we bring down, right? So we get 600. Now what do we do? What number are we getting here? 11. What is the double of 11? What is the double of 11?
22.
22. So we put a 22 here. Okay. So now we want to insert a digit here. What digit should we insert? 221. Let us put a 1 because this is a very small number. We can try it with 1 only, 1, 2 only. So 221 into 1 will give you 221, right? If I put a 1. What if I put a 2 instead of 1? 222 into 2. This will become 444, still less than 600. Okay. Let's try with 3 also. 223 into 3. We get 669. Now 669 is greater than 600. So therefore, which digit should we put? We should put 2 here because 222 into 2 is 444, just less than 600. So we insert a 2 here. We write a 2 here and we put 444. Okay. And now we subtract to get 156 here. Now we bring down this pair. Okay. So once we bring down this pair, this becomes 15,600. Now what is this number here? 11.2. Ignoring the decimal, what number it will become? 112. What is the double of 112? 224.
224.
224. 224. Now we need to insert a digit here. So what digit should we insert? Let's check what digit to insert. You see the number 15,600 here. 15,600 is very close to 16,000, right? And if I insert mentally, if I insert a digit 0 here, this number is very close to what number? It is very close to 2200, right? So we divide by 2200, right? So mentally we have inserted this 0. So what is the quotient here that we get? Quotient that we are getting here is 7 point something, right? 7 we are getting as quotient. That means here we can put either a 6 or a 7 or an 8. So let's try which one to put. Let's try with 7 first. Let's put a 7 here. So this becomes 2247 into 7. This will give you, if you multiply, 15,729. Now 15,729 is clearly greater than 15,600. So we cannot accept 7. That means we have to have a digit that is lower than 7. So what is the next digit lower than 7? It is 6. So this time, instead of putting a 7, we insert a 6. Let's try with 6. So we get 2246 into 6. 2246 into 6 will be 13,476, which is less than 15,600. So now we can put a 6 here. So 6 is acceptable. So we have put a 6 here and we put a 6 here also. Okay, and we get 13,476 on subtraction. Now we subtract to get here 2,124. And finally, you have the last pair, this pair. You bring this down. Okay, so you have a big number here, 2,12,400. So how to deal with this? See on top, what number are we getting here? 11.26. Ignoring the decimal, what is the number? 1126. And what is the double of 1126?
2252.
2252. So we write here 2252. Now we need to insert a digit here. So how do we get an idea what digit to insert? Mentally put a 0 here. Okay, and look at this number here. This number here is 2,12,400, which is very close to say 2,12,000 only. You can approximate this. Okay, and this number, if you mentally put a 0, this will be very close to instead yes, you can approximate this to, instead of 2,12,000, which is also a very difficult to calculate, you can approximate this number to 2,10,000. Okay, and this number you can approximate it to 22,000, just to get an idea. Okay, well, this is easier to calculate, so that is why we approximated here. So this will be 11 and this will be 105. So what is the quotient that you are getting here? You're getting 9 point something, right? So that means either you have to put a 8 or a 9 here. So let's try with 9 first. So you have, if you insert a 9 here, you get 22529 into 9. Okay, you multiply this, you get 2,02,761, which is less than 2,12,000. But still the difference is too much, right? So we try another one. Beyond 9 we cannot go, so we try with 8. 2,2,528 into 8. Multiply this. We are now inserting an 8 here actually. You multiply this, you get 180,224. Okay, so that means this is again lesser than 2,02,000. So that therefore we keep the 9 here. So therefore we keep this 9 here. 9, and you write 2,02,761. Subtract here, so you get 9,639. And since we have inserted a 9 here, we insert a 9 here also. Okay, so what is the square root that we have got?
Then the leftover will call it as remainder only, sir.
No, that is not actually called a remainder. We'll see later. It has some use, but we'll see later what use it has. Okay, but not in division method. It does not have any use in division method. In order to find the square root, it has no use. Square root of 127 is equal to 11.269. 11.269, and you insert a plus or minus sign. Okay, so that is up to 3 places of decimal. Fine. Any questions?
No, sir.
Then we'll move on to, in this time we will now see how to find square root of decimal numbers. Till now we have discussed 2-digit numbers, 3-digit numbers. Okay, a single digit also we have discussed. Now we shall see how to find out the square root of a decimal number. So here, if you see, the next question is find the square root of 12.0409. Okay, no decimal places are mentioned. If nothing is mentioned, you only do till 2 places or 3 places. Okay, so let's try it out here. So you have 12.0409. You start pairing from the right hand side. This is one pair, this is one pair, and after decimal you have this pair. Look at the first pair, which is 12. The closest square number to 12 is 9. So 3 into 3 is 9. Subtract, you get 3. And then you bring down this pair now. 0, 4. Right? You double this 3. If you double this 3, how much we get? 6. Now we need to insert a digit here. Okay, so what digit should win? 304 is very close to 300. And mentally, if you put a 0 here, this becomes 60. So this becomes 5. So that means either you have to put a 5 here, or a 4 here, or a 6 here, right? So we start with 5. Let's put a 5 here. So 65 into 5 will be 5 into 5, 25, 325. 325 is greater than 304. That means we have to put a number that is lesser than 5. Let's try with a 4 here now. So we insert a 4. 64 into 4. 256. So 4 works. 256 is less than 304. So we insert a decimal here. And because we have inserted the digit 4 here, we'll insert 4 here also. And you'll write 256 here. Subtract to get 48. Now we bring down the next pair, 09. Okay. And on top, if you see, you have got the number 3.4. So we ignore the decimal to get 34.
Sir, 68.
And you double 34 to get 68.
68, sir.
Here. Now we need to put a digit here. Okay, so what digit should we put here? Again, see, for 4809 is very close to 4800, right? And 6, if you mentally, if you put a 0 here, you get 680. 680 is very close to 700, right? So now what we do? We get a quotient here. What is the quotient here? 6, I think. 6 into 7 is 48, so 6. So that means either we have to put a 5 here, or we have to put a 6 here, or we have to put a 7 here, right? So let's see which one. Since we have got a 6 here first, when we divide 4800 by 700, we try with 6 first. So you get 686 into 6. Okay, so you multiply this to get 4116. Still the gap between the difference between 4809 and 4116 is still too much. Okay, so we'll try with another digit. We'll try with 7 also. Okay, so let's try with 7. This time we had inserted a 6 here to get 4116. Now we'll insert a 7 here. Insert a 7. So now you have 687 into 7. Multiply to get 4809. Exact you are getting here. So that means we keep 7 here and we write 7 here. Get 4809. 0. Okay. So therefore, what is the square root? Therefore, square root 12.0409 is equal to, what have we got here? 3.47. 3.47, and of course a plus or minus sign. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Last one from division method. And if you do all these division method problems, you can do any division method, any number you can find out the square root. Okay, just do all these, whatever I have done in the note, do them properly, practice them with your own hands. You will be able to
Yes,
do
sir.
them.
Yes, sir.
And what you can also do is you can choose any number on your own. Okay, check the square root in the calculator, find out the square root and check your answer in the calculator. That is what you can do.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so the given number here is next number. If you see, this is 0.00064,516. Let us try to find out the square root of this. So you have 0.00030 zeros after a decimal, and then you have got 64516. You start pairing from the right. This is one pair, another pair, another pair, another pair. Okay, so 4 pairs you have got after the decimal. Before the decimal also you pair. You have nothing here, you give a 0 here. Okay, so this pairing is complete. Now you've got a 0 here. So now you don't have anything to do. You just insert a 0 here and you insert a decimal here. Okay, we start with this pair here. Now again you see as you have a pair of zeros here. So nothing you can do, right? So what you do is for these two zeros, you insert a 0 in between here. Okay. Now you look at the next pair. The next pair here now is 0, 6. Now we see which number is which square number is closest to 6. It is 4, right? 2 into 2, 4. So you have 2 into 2 equal to 4. Subtract. Now bring down this pair, 45. 4 and 5. 245 you get. Now see the number on top here. You have got 0.02. Ignore the decimal, you only get 2. What is the double of 2? 4. Now we need to insert a digit here, right? So what do we insert? 245, you can approximate it to 250. And mentally you can put a 0 here to check. So 40. So this is approximately 6 point something, right? So 6 is the quotient. That means we can put a 6 here or a 5 here or a 7 here. Okay, let's try with 6 first. 46 into 6 will give you 276. But 276 is greater than 245. That means we need a number that is lesser than 6. The next number before 6 is 5. So we try with 45. So we insert a 5 here and we try 45 into 5. We get 225. So that's less than 245. So this is okay. So we keep the 5 here, and on top here, in between 4 and 5, we write a 5. And 45 into 5, we have got 225. So we write 225. Subtract. Get 20. Now bring down this pair, 1, 6. So get 2016. Okay. Next, what is the next step? On top here, the number you see 0.025. Ignore the decimal, you get 25. right? What is the double of 25? 50.
Sir, 50.
Write a 50 here. Now we need to insert a digit here. How do we insert? 2016 is very close to 2000. And mentally, if you put a 0 here, we get 500. So you can divide this by 500. You're getting a 4 here, right? That means this digit can be either 3 or 4 or 5. So let's try with 4 first. Since we are getting a 4, let's insert 4. So 504 into 4 will give you 2016. Exact 2016 you are getting. So we keep 4 here. And we keep write 4 here on top. We get 2016. So that's it. We have got the square root. And therefore we write, therefore, square root 0.000645516 is equal to, what have we got here? 0.0254. 0.0254 with a plus or minus sign. Okay, any questions in this problem?
No, sir.
The only difference with all other problems was, see here we had got a pair of zeros, so we put a 0 here. We had a pair of zeros, so we put a 0 here, and a decimal was already here, right? So we started with a third pair here, right? We started the normal division method. We started with a third pair. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what you can do is, in order to practice division method, that's all what you can do. You can take any number you want, check it in the calculator, and then you can start your division method to check whether you are getting the right answer or not. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I'll stop